All right. Well, welcome everybody. Since I appreciate all of those of you who have arrived on time today. My name is Dustin Cornwall. I'm the Senior Director for Graduate Business Programs here at in the LMU College of Business Administration. And we're going to be talking about, for the next half hour, we'll be covering all of our graduate business programs. We offer seven different programs within CBA. And we'll be briefly covering each of the programs to provide you with some general information. At the end of the presentation, we'll be talking about the application process, admissions process, scholarships, deadlines, things like that. And then we'll have the opportunity after that to break out into discussion rooms, into breakout rooms, so that you can talk directly with faculty or students or staff about a specific program that you're interested in. And if you have more than one program that you're interested in, you'll be able to jump between rooms so that you can have a chance to meet people from the different programs. If you do have questions as you're going along, if it's something that's really immediate, if something that we said doesn't make sense or you didn't understand it, feel free to type a question in the chat or raise your hand. But if you have more general questions that can wait toward the end, that would be most helpful. That way we'll be able to get through the presentation and get all the information out to everyone. And then we'll be happy to answer questions in the main room or in the breakout rooms afterwards. All right. So without further ado, let's move forward with our presentation. And we seem to be having technical difficulties here, so we'll just wait one moment. There we go. All right, so for those of you who are not already students at LMU in our undergraduate programs, for example, you may wonder, why LMU graduate business programs? What is it about our programs that are interesting or helpful? One of the things we're really proud of is that we do have AACSB accreditation, and that's the highest level of accreditation for business schools worldwide. So that's something that really attests to the quality of our programs. We also really take pride, especially in our graduate programs, in our small class sizes. It'd be very rare in any of our graduate programs to have more than 30 students in a class. And typically you're going to have 15, 20 students in a class. So it's a really good learning environment. You get to know your classmates and you get to know your faculty very well, and they'll know your name. So it's a great learning environment. One of the things that's really important for business students, regardless of which graduate program that you're in, is career services. Most people come to graduate school in business to advance their careers, to learn skills that will help them as they move forward in their career. So we offer, all of our career services are available to students from the time that they are admitted into the program. So whether you want some help with your resume, you want just some advice on, I don't know where to go next in my career, what could I do? Or if you are actively looking for a job, you either don't have a job right now or you're not happy with your current job, they can help you in a lot of ways to practice for interviews, to find available jobs, and to make sure that you can get connected with the right people to advance your career. And also, for those of you not from the Los Angeles area, there's so many great things about our location here in Southern California and in Los Angeles. Obviously, as everyone knows, the entertainment capital of the world. We have so many different industries in this area, from defense to banking, finance, marketing, all kinds of different things available in this area. And we are one of the largest trade and manufacturing areas within the United States. So an excellent, lot of different resources for our graduate business students. And then on the right, you can see kind of our mission basically for the business school, and really keeping in mind, we want to develop business leaders in a lot of ways. It's not just about making money. It's about doing well with the global community. It's about doing the right things. And you'll probably be hearing more about that, especially in our discussion rooms as the presentation goes on. So let's start. The first program that we'll talk about today is our MS in Business Analytics, or MSBA program. This program is a great program for students either right out of college or afterwards. So you don't have to have work experience for the MSBA program. And this is really a hot area right now. There's high demand for students with this skill set. So this program really helps students become knowledgeable in the area of data analytics, with some computer programming thrown in there to help you really analyze data, be someone who can interpret data, use that in a business environment, help your companies move forward and make use of survey data, of sales data, of whatever kind of data that you have to make good decisions. Students who are ideal for this program have a very strong quantitative background. So if you've taken statistics courses, if you've taken calculus, if you've had some experience with some computer programming, things like that, all of those types of experiences will make you a more competitive applicant for this program. There is a lot of math in this program, probably more so than in any of our other graduate programs within the business school. So those of you with a strong quantitative background would be well prepared for that. And if you're looking at careers where you're going to be able to help make strategic decisions by using data, this is something that would really help you advance in that direction. And for those of you who are international students, this is a STEM designated program. STEM allows students to work for 3 years on their student visa after they graduate rather than the usual 1 year. So it can be a good option for students who are on a student visa and would like to stay and work in the United States after completing their degree. There's 2 tracks within the MSBA program. You can either do it full-time for 1 year. You'd start in August and finish the following August, or you can go on a part-time track where you take about half the course load and you spend 2 years finishing the program. Many of the courses are offered during the day, although there are some evening sections as well. And it's a 36 credit program. Up to 6 units can be waived if you have some background in business or marketing. So that would be something you'd find out at the time of admission, and that can reduce the number of hours that you have to pay for in the program. All right, and we'll move on to the next slide here in just a second. Apologize for the delay. Okay. So this is a look at our curriculum, and you can get a lot more detail about our curriculum for any of our programs on our website. So if you go to our website afterwards, you can look up course descriptions and more information about these different courses that are offered in all of our programs. So really, there's a fundamental core giving students the functional knowledge that they need to be successful within the area of business analytics. And then you do have some elective courses where you can choose areas that you might be more interested in. So for example, we see a lot of students interested in the healthcare industry right now. Healthcare analytics is a popular elective course that you could take if you're interested in doing so. And then as you complete your degree, the final summer that you're in the program, you will have your capstone project. And so the capstone project is where you work on an actual project with a real company. You're given data to work with, and you and your team, typically a team of about 4 or 5 students, will be analyzing that data and making actual recommendations directly to the company about what they should do and what direction they should go based on the analysis that you've done. So as we'll take a look at some of the capstone companies that we have worked with over the past 3 years, a lot of companies that you're probably going to recognize the names of. So you're able to, this past year, we've had students working with Adobe, we've had students with RMDS, Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, and this is an example of a project that the students actually worked on for that organization over the past year. So it's a really hands-on type of program. It allows you to get your hands dirty, to work with a lot of data, and it's very collaborative. And the program classes tend to be small. Typically, you'll have about 15 or 20 students per class. So that really is a great way for you to learn more about that particular project. All right, and I think with that, we can look at, what can you do post-graduation once you finish that capstone and move on into your career. There are a number of different options. And some of this, of course, depends on the level of experience that you already have coming into the program, if any, or if you've had any internships that are relevant. But as you can see on the list of industries, it's really just about any industry you can think of uses data these days. So there are so many things that you can do with an MSBA degree. And then depending on if you're more of it on the technical side, if you're somebody who really loves digging into the numbers, you can see the technical career options there on the top of the left column. And then for some people who are more strategic thinkers and they want to use the data, maybe they're not the ones who necessarily want to be doing all of the data analysis, but they're really good at taking data and making good decisions about that. There are some strategic career options, especially later in your career, where you can use those skills as well. All right, so with that, I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Gwendolyn Dreyer, and she's going to tell you about a couple of our other programs.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gwendolyn Dreyer. I'm a Senior Assistant Director of Admission for Graduate Business Programs at LMU. Thank you for joining us today. So we're going to talk about the MS in Accounting. And I'm very sorry, I'm the one with the technical difficulties. My computer is not responding very fast. My apologies. There we go. So our Master of Science in Accounting is designed for students who are pursuing their CPA license or who are looking to advance their career in the accounting field. We can accommodate non-accounting undergraduates if they want to pursue a career in accounting, doing some of the prerequisite coursework at LMU. So even if you weren't an undergraduate major in accounting, we encourage you to reach out to us and we can speak to you about those options. Our program is designed to be full-time in as few as 9 months. That's if you do not have to complete any prerequisite coursework at LMU. We also offer the ability to complete the degree on a part-time basis, anywhere between 2 to 5 years. Classes are weekdays and weeknights for a total of 30 units. And when combined with our prerequisite coursework, our degree complies with the 150-hour requirement for California CPA licensure. Our curriculum consists of 5 core courses that all of our MSA students are required to take to give you a well-rounded advanced knowledge base. And then you select your electives from the choices on the right. As you can see, we cover a variety of topics in our electives. There's a course to prepare you for becoming a CFO, if that's a career aspiration of yours. We have some taxation classes, as well as ethics and a general advanced accounting topic course. MS in accounting students are able to select MBA program elective courses or MS in business analytics courses on a space available basis and program director approval. Our MSA alumni are actively recruited by accounting firms, government agencies, corporations, and small businesses. As you can see here, the Big Four, Ernst & Young, KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and Deloitte all actively recruit our students, and our students do often select to work there. We have some local accounting firms as well. And as you can see, we do have some government agencies as well. Now we're going to talk about our MS in Entrepreneurship and Sustainable Innovation. So this is a degree that blends several major disciplines, including entrepreneurial management, science engineering, and environmental law and policy. A lot of people ask about the difference between this degree and an MBA with an emphasis in entrepreneurship, and it really is the sustainable innovation component. As we look at the curriculum a little bit later in the presentation, you'll see quite a difference in bringing in those science courses and those environmental law courses into the program that you wouldn't receive if you were in the MBA program. So students who are looking to join a startup or lead a social enterprise, we encourage them to look into this degree. We also encourage students who have a passion for sustainability and maybe want to sort of change the system, so to speak, from the inside. Students with that in mind will also find this degree valuable. It's a full-time 12-month program. If you elect to go part-time, it will be 24 months. It is a hybrid course. That means that we meet in person and on weeknights. Classes are every other week. So you'll have 1 week where you have in-person courses on campus, and then the next week you will be doing online asynchronous work, and then you'll come back to campus the next week. And this program is a total of 36 units. Okay. So this is where you can really dive in and see really how this is a different degree than just an average one-year master's in entrepreneurship, or again, the entrepreneurship track into MBA. You take a look at the bottom half of the coursework, you'll see that there is a developments in sustainable technology course, sustainable produce and process development, entrepreneurial law, and then all of the business courses that you take are all designed with an entrepreneurship viewpoint. So it really truly is a combination of various disciplines that you get exposure to that will all be valuable to you as you begin your entrepreneurial journey. And you'll also see that we have 2 courses associated with your Capstone project. So the Capstone project is really the centerpiece of this degree. You will pick one of 2 options. The first option is the new venture launch, and this is where you actually start building your business plan. You work with our faculty, staff, and we bring in industry professionals to advise you. So you'll build your business plan, you'll create your pitch deck, and you'll do a final presentation at the end of your program at our yearly business incubator showcase. If you are choosing to try to change the system from within, you want to consult with the businesses on how to be more sustainable, or you want to bring sustainable efforts to your current employer, you will likely pick option 2. So we will pair you with, or you can work with your current employer, and you will be assigned some sort of task from them, a project as what sort of impact they want you to have on the, you will have some sort of project that you'll work with your employer to define, with the idea of changing your current process into something more sustainable. Maybe you'll develop a new product, and then at the end of the program, you will do a presentation to the corporate partners and faculty from our school. We also have the Fred Kiesner Center for Entrepreneurship, and they work very closely with our MS ESI students to provide co-curricular events and opportunities. We have a full year of programming planned with them, including a new idea pitch competition. They constantly are bringing in lectures in their series, prominent entrepreneurs who are graduates from our entrepreneurship undergraduate program, or entrepreneurs in the area. And they also do a lot of company tours with people who are prominent in the Los Angeles entrepreneurship community. And you'll have access to all of that programming as a student in our MSESI program. All right, and now I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Nellie, to discuss our Joint Master in Global Entrepreneurial Management.
Awesome. Thanks, Gwendolyn. So hello, everybody. My name is Nellie Quintanilla. I am serving as the Assistant Director of Admissions for Graduate Business Programs here at LMU. So I'm here to talk to you about the Master in Global Entrepreneurial Management program that we have here at LMU. So this program is it partners with 3 different universities, and it's designed to immerse yourself in cross-cultural decision-making on a global business scale. So you'll be in constant conversations with different entrepreneurial firms, having conversations in terms of anything globally. A really cool, unique thing is that you will be spending 1 whole semester in Barcelona, another semester in Taipei, and then your last semester with this program, you'll be here in LA. And of course, it's ensuring that you have a really good, deep understanding of what it is, all things business, again, on a global scale. So who should apply? You should definitely apply to this program if you aspire to have a global business career, or if you want to develop your entrepreneurial mindset, or if you're trying to increase your knowledge on how to navigate a diverse workforce, right? And some program facts about this program is that it is a full-time 12-month program, and your classes will be held on the weekdays, specifically weeknights, with 36 units to complete. Waiting on technical difficulties. Apologies, folks. All right, here we go. So when looking at the program structures for this program, we want you to have this experiential and immersive learning to this specific program, right? So for the month of September throughout December, you'll be in Barcelona, Spain, and the majority of your classes that you'll be taking will focus on a lot of cross-cultural management, globalization, talking about technology and finances. And specifically while you're in Spain, you'll be participating in a consulting project where you'll work with a multinational corporation and sort of and get a better feel of what the corporation needs, right? So if there's a problem or anything that the firm needs, you'll be able to work with them and develop that consulting project. You'll look through the pros and cons of things and have that deeper understanding of what that project will need. When we now look into January, the months of January through April, you'll be in New Taipei City in Taiwan for a whole semester. And the classes there, you'll focus a lot on innovations, strategy, and operations. And then here, you won't be doing a consulting project, but you'll be working on a master's thesis where you will develop essentially this operational plan for a firm. You will assess the environment of Taipei, and then you'll conduct some research to see what kinds of things are needed to really delve into the firm's needs, right? So you'll develop a mission and a vision. You'll propose different options for marketing strategies for the firm, and you'll build a team essentially, and then you'll go from there and present that research to the firm. And then when we look at the months of May through August, you'll come back to LA and work here and take classes here at Loyola Marymount. And the classes that you'll be focusing on is marketing, business analytics, venture capital, and social entrepreneurship. And here you'll again be working on a consulting project, but here you'll participate and assist with a small to mid-sized enterprise. Again, still looking through all the research and ensuring that whatever it is that the firm you're working with has great consultation. And then a really, really unique thing is that you will receive a degree from all three institutions here, and you will be essentially considered as an alum of each institution that you're a part of. So Spain, Taipei, and LA. And once you graduate, you will be able to access all of the alumni benefits that come along with it. So if you need more information about your transcripts or any kind of career opportunities to network, you will have those opportunities to take advantage of. So again, receiving a degree from all three institutions. Now, where do MGEM alumni go? So a lot of our students are coming from the Middle East, Asia, Europe, and the Americas. And some organizations that our students end up working for are Airbnb, Coca-Cola, the Peace Corps, Uber Eats, and a lot of common positions that are held for MGEM students. You'll end up being an account executive or a relationship manager, a global social media manager, and all of these positions essentially encompass similar duties and responsibilities where you're the one thinking critically about how to solve something using your cross-cultural lens, right? The experience that you had in your global experience and how to utilize that mindset when it comes to conversations and consulting. All right, so the next program that we'll talk about is the MS in Management. So, also known as the MSM program, it is designed for anyone that did not major in business during their time as an undergraduate student. And the goal is to teach you all of the basic foundations that it is business, right? So if you've got some to help you understand the business, the challenges that it comes to business, how to solve those challenges, and how to quickly adapt to any change that may come along with your business. So who should apply? You should definitely apply to this program if you are looking to get that one up on your career, right? You want to develop some more skills within business. And again, it's designed for anyone that did not major in business. Also, if you're an international student who might have been looking at the MBA program but did not meet the experience requirements, this is also another program that you'd want to look at. Also, if you are an international student just interested in the American business education, it's again a program that's designed to give you all the basic foundations that you need for all things business. Now, if we're looking at the program facts, it is a full-time program, 9 months, and you will be taking classes during the weekdays and weeknights with 32 units to complete. Now, if we take a look at the curriculum for MSM, you know, we've got a list of the different courses that it offers. Oh, went ahead just a little bit. So the curriculum is, it's encompassing all of the skills that you're going to need for, you know, understanding what it is business. We want you, the goal of the program is to teach you to be the person in the room, to be that creative person, to have the knowledge of business, right? And set you up for success in the workforce if you didn't already come in with a major of business. So as you can see, some of the courses, you've got your business stats, business econ, marketing managing, so things like that. Now, what will you do with an MSM? So again, it is a program that's designed to complement your degree. So whatever degree that you got during your undergraduate career, we want to ensure that what you learned during your undergraduate career complements to what you want to do for the next step in your career. So let's say you came in with a theater arts bachelor's degree. Maybe you want to manage a theater company one day. Or if you majored in engineering, right, aspiring to be an engineering professional, maybe with the MSM degree, you could end up managing a technology startup. When looking at psychology and getting your medical license, you might want to open up your own practice. And similarly, if you want to be a journalist, if you majored in journalism and have that as a bachelor's, you can maybe turn in your blog into a business, And so again, it is an experience where our goal is to leverage you into your next step in your career. All right, and so now I'll turn it back over to my colleague Gwendolyn to talk to you about the next program.
Hi guys, so now we're going to start talking about our MBA program. So our MBA program is a 2-year part-time program designed for working professionals. Certainly you do not have to have a full-time job to enroll in this program, but at least 90% of our students do, and that's how the curriculum is designed. Professionals with 2+ years of experience would be qualified for this program. There are ways to overcome that if you don't meet that. They usually involve having a business undergraduate degree or having significant internships or work experience. And if you're looking for a broad management degree, and the MSM isn't right for you, this would be your other option early on in your career. We offer specializations, emphases, and electives in finance, marketing, and entrepreneurship. So if any of those 3 areas appeal to you, you're going to want to keep tuning into this section. On a part-time basis, this program lasts 21 or 36 months. The vast majority of our students finish within 21 months. There's an option to extend to that 3rd year if you need some extra time. These classes are on weeknights, Monday through Thursday after 6:30 p.m. Again, designed for working professionals, and this course includes 51 units. Okay, so you can see in the 1st year of your program, that's when you do your business core. These are this very similar business classes you're going to find in MBA programs all across the United States. You're going to hit a little bit of everything, a little bit of accounting, a little bit of finance, economics, human capital management, information systems, marketing, operations, and strategy. So you take courses in each of those areas in your 1st year to give you a very broad, well-balanced knowledge base. In your 2nd year, that's when your schedule opens up to your electives and your global study. As I said before, we offer 3 areas of electives in entrepreneurship, finance, and marketing. You take 6 electives in your 2nd year, and in order to declare an emphasis, you must take 3 electives in one specific area. And as we offer 6 electives, you actually can choose to emphasize in 2 areas if you'd like. We also let our MBA students enroll in business analytics classes as well, but those are on a space available basis. And sometimes we do offer electives in areas outside of those 3 areas. That would be that there is a significant amount of student demand that we would explore adding that elective. However, we can only guarantee electives in those 3 areas, and then of course the option to enroll in business analytics courses. This program includes a global study component, and we call it comparative management systems, and it is exactly what it sounds like. You're comparing management systems across different cultures and countries. It is a research-based course involving a 2-week international trip to 2 to 3 countries. So you do research on campus in the classroom with your team. You'll take a 2-week trip to 2 to 3 different countries and do research in the field. And then you'll come back to LMU and do a final presentation of your findings to peers, faculty, administration. This is done typically in the summer of your 2nd year. And so this is sort of the capstone to your MBA experience. Okay. MBA alumni have a wide array of options to them upon graduation for employment. We have alumni at very big brands, as you can see, such as Google and Nestle. We have some more regional firms as well that our students elect to go to. And we do also have startups that our students either start themselves because they're on their entrepreneurial track, or they elect to work for a startup. Okay. And now we're going to talk about our executive MBA. So our executive MBA program is an MBA program. You do earn an MBA degree. This is a very specific, the structure of the program is very different from our normal MBA program. It's a part-time 22-month program, and there is not an option to extend to a 3rd year. It is a hybrid delivery program. So you're doing in-person Saturday courses, and you're doing some online synchronous work. So what that means is like in a Zoom room with everyone there at the same time, working together in real time, which is different than online asynchronous, where you might be presented videos or readings or courseworks or things to do online by yourself. So it's about 50% of your Saturdays will be spent in in-person courses on the LMU campus. About 1 Saturday a month we'll be doing online synchronous work, and then 1 Saturday a month you'll have off. And it's a total of units of 56. We ask that professionals with 8+ years of experience apply for this program. We do sometimes make exceptions to that based on extraordinary work experience, but this is a program that's really designed for this seasoned professional. Early career professionals should be looking at the normal MBA program, and later in career professionals should be looking at the executive MBA. Many of our executive MBA students either want to move up within their current organization, they're looking to transition maybe industries or professions, or they might be looking to start their own business, whether it's a consulting firm or an actual, a actual corporation or startup. And one of the reasons we ask for our students to have 8+ years of experience for this program is we try to foster an environment where we honor the students' professional experience. Our students are already coming to us with a tremendous amount of experience and knowledge. And so we try to develop a classroom environment in which you will learn just as much from your fellow students as you will from your professors. So example, if you are a director of finance, you might be sitting across from a human resources manager. And so there's a lot you can learn from someone, one of your peers who has been doing a position in a profession or an industry that you're not familiar with. The program structure is very different for EMBA than it is for the MBA program as well. Instead of registering for individual courses, you will register for the program, and the curriculum is taught in a modular fashion. So as you sit in the classroom on Saturday or in your Zoom room, professors will be coming in and out teaching you various topics. You might have one course one Saturday and then not go back to that class for 1 or 2 Saturdays later. It is a fall, spring, summer schedule in year one. Summer is a little bit lighter than the fall and the spring. And you can see that we start with very basic business skills and we transition to strategy in year two. In summer of year one, you will take a 3-day domestic trip to Sacramento to learn about the intersection of government and business. This is always a really popular trip with our students. And then you're in module 4, so it's your last module of your second year, you'll take a 2-week international trip. And this is to 2 major business centers. And the idea is to compare and contrast a well-developed economy with an emerging economy. Our MBA students have some tremendous achievements when they leave the classroom. Again, the MBA is really designed for people who are ready for a career transition, and these are just some of our standout alumni. Marty joined Dynamic Systems as one of their 3 original employees in 1992. She graduated our MBA program 10 years later and was shortly promoted to CEO. She has made the Inc. Top 50 2015 list of women entrepreneurs, and her company makes lists all the time in the Los Angeles Business Journal and other professional publications. Isaac is a very recent MBA grad with us from 2020. When Isaac started the program, he works in the dental industry, and he was working as the US Special Markets Manager for his company. Within a few months of simply starting the program, he was able to leverage literally just starting the MBA program into a position with a new company as their national sales director. And then within several months of graduating the program, he transitioned to another company and became their chief strategic officer and director of investor relations. Obviously, this is a skyrocket approach, and not every student will have this type of trajectory. However, it does show you the value of an MBA and what that means to employers, combined, of course, with his many years of experience in the dental industry. Robin Cho is one of our 2013 graduates, and he previously had a position with Mattel, as the director of customer marketing for Walmart, Amazon, and emerging channels when he started our program. He received 2 or 3 promotions at Mattel since he graduated the program. He stopped off at Ring for about a year, and now he's the head of growth marketing at Amazon. And Letty has a completely different career trajectory after she left MBA. She started our MBA program not wanting to be an entrepreneur. She was just looking for something new. She didn't really know what she wanted, but she knew she wanted something different. One of the projects she did in the MBA program was to create a product and a business plan. And she created a product, some of you may know of it. It's called the Color Switch. It's a way to switch color on your eyeshadow brush very quickly without using water. And she invented it in the class. She built the business plan in the class. And then she realized, oh, I can do this. I can actually do this. So she quit her job and started her company. And now she has millions of dollars in sales and has a partnership with Sephora for the product. So these are just some of our amazing MBA alumni. All right, and with that, that covers all of our programs, and I'm going to turn it back over to Dustin to wrap it up.
All right, thank you, Gwendolyn. And for Mr. Taylor, who had some questions about the executive program in the chat, I saw your hand was up too. It looks like we've addressed most of those in the chat responses. You also have the opportunity to go into the breakout room here shortly and speak with some representatives of the executive program in more detail about it. All right, so without further ado, we'll talk about the admissions process, and then we will have you all be able to go into the rooms that you're most interested in. All right, just a second while we wait for that to come up. There we go. All right, so obviously for each program, there's going to be a slightly different application process. So you'll definitely want to check out the website. There's very detailed information on our website for each of our graduate programs, and our website is listed right there in the red box at the bottom. So if you want to find any of our programs, you can go to that website and you'll be able to see all of the admissions details. For any of our programs, you need to have a bachelor's degree in order to apply, or the equivalent of a US bachelor's degree from a foreign institution. We do have a $50 application fee that is waived for LMU alumni or current students. You will upload your resume for any of our programs, as well as a personal statement. Basically, there's a different question for each program, but it's talking about why are you applying to this program, what are your goals, et cetera, et cetera. Just giving the admissions team an insight into, why it is that you are interested in this program and what you hope to contribute to the program. And then we'll take a look at your university transcripts. You need official transcripts in order to enroll, but during the application process, you can upload your unofficial transcripts from home, making the process very simple. For our programs, you're automatically considered for scholarship. So there's nothing special that you have to do. There's no extra forms. There's no special consideration or review process. It's overall an evaluation of the strength of your application. So your academic record, your work experience, if that's relevant for the program that you're applying to, the essay, the personal statement that you write, just overall the strength of your application, and you'll be notified upon admission if you've received any scholarship and what the amount is. Scholarships are merit-based, and they are available both for domestic and international students. So regardless of your citizenship status, you can get merit scholarships from our admissions committee. On the box there, I mentioned the box before for the link there, but the test score requirements do vary by program as well. Some of the programs recommend or require test scores and others don't. So just be sure to check the website for any details about the policy and any waiver process that there may be. So for example, for the MBA program, while we do in general require test scores, if you have a business major or a science major with a GPA above 3.2, we would automatically waive that requirement. So just check out for any program you're interested in what the policy is for those test scores. We admit for two of our programs, the MBA program and the MS in Accounting program, we do admit students for the spring semester as well as the fall semester. So if you're interested in getting started as soon as possible, we are accepting spring applications right now. Deadlines are coming up rather quickly. We're about a month away for the international deadline and about 6 weeks away for the domestic student deadline for spring. So if you're interested in either one of those programs, just be sure to check that out on the website and submit your application by the deadline. For all of our programs, we do admit students for the fall semester. For fall of 22, we evaluate applications by rounds. So for our MBA programs, the executive program as well as the regular MBA program, we have 4 rounds. The deadline's every 2 months on the 6th of the month. Our first deadline for fall of 22 is January 6th. And then for our other programs, all the MS programs, the master's degree programs, you can see there's several rounds there as well. The first deadline is January 10th. And again, you can apply for any of the deadlines. If you're a strong candidate, you certainly can be admitted for any of the deadlines. Just for your own planning purposes, it's nice to apply early. If you hear from us, the earlier you apply, the earlier you hear from us. And so you can start making your arrangements, whether it's financial arrangements, if you need to move to the area, find a place to live, whatever it may be, just give yourself some extra time to be able to do that. But you do have until the end of May for our MS programs or until July 6th for our MBA programs to apply. So keep those deadlines in mind as you plan for your process. All right. And then if you have any general questions, this is our contact information. We have our website and our email address there. And at this point, what I think the best thing to do, if there's not any general questions, we can go into the breakout rooms. For those of you not familiar with breakout rooms, what you'll see on the screen shortly is some options. You'll have 7 different breakout rooms that you can choose. There's 1 breakout room for each of our graduate programs. Just pick the one that you're most interested in, and there'll be some staff and students and faculty in those rooms that can answer your questions. If you are done with that room and you're no longer interested, you can exit that room. That'll bring you back into this main room, and you can either go into another room or you can exit the session altogether when you're done. But I want to thank in advance. We do have several faculty and staff and students who will be assisting today and answering your questions. And so I want to thank all of them for spending some of their afternoon with us to talk to you. But at this point, I'm going to open up the breakout rooms, and then you can choose which one you want. If for some reason you don't see the breakout rooms or you're having trouble going into them, just stay in the room. I will be able to help you and put you manually in a room. But you should be able to see now on your screen, and you can just pick the room that you're most interested in.